Hello, everybody. I am Yolanda Marie. These are some messages from the Arcturians that just came in. And then there's also some messages that came in from the Arcturians and guides, like say around mid-August. And you guys, I was so out of it from all of the upgrades, the codes coming in, and just needing to rest and allow it to happen. I had the most severe, let's call them ascension symptoms ever, okay? During this time, like between somewhere in July and August, it's a haze a little bit, and I have really been on pause. But according to the Arcturians, what just came in as I was beginning to record this is many of you still need rest. Many of us still need this deep rest. We're not done, okay? We're coming out of it though. But it's like this gradual shift into action that's occurring. We may be feeling some sort of obstacle in our way. However, they're saying just remain adaptable in your thinking. Yeah, because you're waking a lot of people up just with your fields. Just with your very presence, even though you can't directly connect. And that's a few messages ago. For those of you who are newer, you may want to backtrack a little bit. Just a few videos, maybe like 8 or so videos. Also in the community section, there are some channeled messages that are going to tie into this as well. But basically, your field is emanating such brilliant, creative frequencies, and they are heart frequencies. So they're directly connected to source. Okay, so the source of our creation. This is why they are so powerful, because you are connecting through your heart to all of that. You're conscious of this. This would be very creative even if you were unconscious of this, but not blocking it. But the fact that you are becoming conscious of this makes you immeasurably powerful. Those are the words coming through. Immeasurably powerful. All right, so this is what the Arcturians and guides originally wanted to talk about. And this right here is very, very important as well, okay? So to truly feel the step into this next level, because it's happening, and it's going to feel like what we think of as a level, okay? It's just expansion. You are just allowing your true self to radiate forward. Each time you have a new sense of expansion and experience new integrations, you have more of this power which emanates forward, okay, or outward, you could say. So to truly feel the step into your next level, they're saying right now there are more mother or father wounds and inner child wounds that still have to be addressed, okay? Now, if this is happening, it's not anything to worry about. You may not be thinking of these things as specifically this. And so this message right here is just going to call that into your consciousness, that might be what you're actually already addressing. Whatever's coming into your consciousness right now is actually a source of one of these things. So basically, the things that are coming into your consciousness, these mother or father wounds, or this inner child wound that has happened, okay, where the inner child was not allowed to express. And we'll get into that a little bit, okay? But this is the source of the information that's coming in, like the source of whatever this thing is that you need to explore comes from this time in your life or these moments in your life. And so they're saying many details have been fleshed out and either have been fully let go. So that's what they're saying. You've already been doing this, or you're letting go of these things in stages, all right? So through the process of these purging and releasing cycles, as the codes come in and integrate, they push things out. And as things get pushed out and released, all right, and transmuted, you are able to bring in more light. But there are still some things that in any one of these categories, they require addressing. And I'm going to quote them here. Your true north, or the north node, for those of you who see in terms of astrology, okay? This true north can be found within your inner child dreams. Now, this is the big part that they really want you to look at here, because this is what is going to bring in the new. When the inner child dreams got shut down, who you are essentially got shut down. And that's what they're going to get to here. So your true north, this north node, all right, can be found within these inner child dreams, which so many of you have forgotten that you even had. So many of you can look now into whatever's coming into your consciousness. And when you are searching for, well, what's missing? Why can't I make this work? You're realizing you don't really believe you can do it because your child self was told no. Your child self was told, you're either not worthy, you are incapable of this, we don't do this in our family. Your child self may still be rooted in the paradigm where only money can accrue these things, right? So you have to be born into a certain amount of privilege, right? Something like this, or a certain sex or a certain race or whatever it is, right? A certain religion, culture, any of those things that are artificial. One of these things, in one of those ways, you were told you were not going to be able to achieve this dream. And you may have forgotten you even had this dream. So they're saying these are not the dreams necessarily placed upon you by parents that they're talking about, okay? These aren't dreams that parents had for you or the family structure had for you or society. These are actually those dreams that came naturally to you from birth, and often came into clear consciousness to be spoken during early childhood. These dreams were often tucked away when an older or adult figure within your structure somewhere, might be a parent, might not be, could be a mother figure, could be a father figure, someone respected, okay? One of these adult figures brushed off your dream, denied its potential in front of you. This was a very natural thing to have happened within the denser energies, which operated largely on fear and survival. Okay, these are the energies that are trying to hang on now, that are dying out now, okay? They're being transmuted. They're being healed now. So these figures may have even thought they were protecting you. Or in many cases, they would not even have consciously noticed what they had done, as this was simply passed down from their parents or their authority figures. So in other words, it would have just been an unconscious response, an unconscious reaction. And so these are the dreams, and actually, and this is, I'm quoting them here, actually, they are the realities that you do have the potential to reach and are indeed here to reach for them. Okay, these are the dreams that they're talking about here. The mere action of your movement toward these true dreams, which are just yours and not those of any outside structure, just your dream, that child in the child's wisdom, the unfettered, unbothered, undampened wisdom, undampened light of the child. Okay, just your dreams. This is what will break the chain of distortion throughout that family line. So take a moment and think about this, you guys. Really, really look at this. Just the mere act of you achieving your own dream and even reaching for it, actually, not even achieving it necessarily, just reaching for this dream is going to heal the distortion in your family line so that the children that come after through this DNA, they won't come into the same energy of oppression that you came into. They won't have that automatic lack response around them, okay, from other people is what's being said. So even if somebody else hasn't healed, the energy will not, because this is all about energy. It's already being transferred and just living in the field. Well, it will be dispersed. Even if the human has not consciously healed it themselves, in other words, the other family members, the energy in the family line is not so heavy that the child will be crushed by it. And in addition to this, of course, because as within, so without, as above, so below, there is a ripple effect here. So again, this is what will break the chain of distortion throughout that family line. On a quantum level, it will ripple throughout the field and affect those in the line this way. On a conscious level, if it is seen or even suspected by those in your bloodline, this will break the disbelief that it is possible. That's a very important statement right there, to recognize that the disbelief and the reinforcement of that disbelief from family members, friends, whatever part of society, right? Whatever structures, systems, which there are many, that force you into this box of behavioral confirmation. In other words, I believe you're only capable of this. When you're unconscious of that, you just basically prove to that person, you're right, I'm only capable of this, like this cycle of confirmation, which is highly unconscious. Once this is broken and people begin to see that what you have done is even possible, they will question that structure. They will question the things around them that have caused them to go mute, go numb, be in this spiritual narcolepsy, right? So I hope that this makes sense, beautiful souls. Very important information. Many of you already know about this inner child healing, the mother-father wounds healing, and the need to really address that. But the way that the Arcturians brought it through to me was startling. The way that it came through to me, the visuals that I received even. Okay, of people waking up and realizing, what? This is possible? We could have been doing this. Like, it is phenomenal what is about to happen. Just by you loving yourself, you are going to prove to somebody else beyond shadow of a doubt that what they have been told in their life up to this point was not the truth. It was not true. I love you so much, beautiful soul family. Okay, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Namaste.